I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper, let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I got to be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me, show how you'll miss me, but get me to the church on time. If I am dancing, roll up the floor. If I am whistling, me at the door. For I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Kick up the rumpus, but don't lose the compass, and get me to the church. Get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Drug me or jail me, stamp me and mail me, but get me to the church on time. I got to be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Some bloke who's able, lift up the table and get me.
But unfortunately he is unable to attend today. When Valerie and Derek asked me to propose this toast and say a few words, I was immediately reminded of the quote by Groucho Marx, who famously said, "Marriage is a wonderful institution, but who wants to live in an institution?" Well, Valerie and Derek certainly do. And as they celebrate 60 years together as man and wife, I thought we might try and consider precisely what is meant by 60 years. Well, for those who are interested in mathematics, and I know that one person here today is, it works out as 526,363 hours, or 31,556,952 minutes, or 1,893,417,120 seconds, or whichever way you look at it, a tremendous achievement. I did wonder recently why Valerie and Derek had chosen to get married on the 4th of April. Well, many of you may be interested to learn that originally they had planned to get married sometime in May or even possibly June. But being the eternal romantic that we all know him to be, Derek had sent Valerie a letter in early 1953. Valerie didn't have a telephone at that time, suggesting that rather than wait, would she consider marrying in early April? Valerie was of course delighted that Derek was so keen, and it was only as she continued to read that Derek's true intentions came to light. If they married before the end of the tax year, Derek explained, then they were certain they would get a tax advantage. Right. All I can say is, well done, Derek, practical as always. Returning to the quote by Groucho Marx, after 60 years, I think that Valerie and Derek are a wonderful example of two people for whom marriage is an institution that has stood the test of time. 60 years ago, they promised each other to have and to hold, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish each other. And 60 years later, they have, we can all agree, kept their promises to each other, while at the same time raising two children to be proud of. I am sure that in his reply to this toast, Derek will thank you all for attending this special celebration today. And on behalf of all of us, I would like to thank Valerie and Derek for allowing us to share this celebration with them. And on a personal note, I would like to thank them for raising such a special daughter. When putting these few words together, the guidance I was given was that in conclusion, I should try and end with a memorable punchline or anniversary quote.
Well, I'll give you that.
Yeah, well, I found two quotes which I think are appropriate for today. The first is from the American President, Lyndon B. Johnson, who said, "I have learned that only two things are necessary to keep one's wife happy. First, let her think she's having her own way, and second, let her have it." The second is a quote from Winston Churchill, who said, "My most brilliant achievement was my ability to be able to persuade my wife to marry me." On that note, can I please ask you all to stand and raise your glasses? Yeah, now you stay sitting, everybody else stands. The toast is Valerie and Derek, happy 60th anniversary.
Cheers, Cheers.
Well, first of all, thank you all very much for coming today. And
Thank you.
hope you've had a nice time. And we'll have a nice time later on. Especially thanks to those who have driven a long way. I know it's a bit of a boring old drive down the motorway. So thanks for doing that. A few months ago, Valerie said, "Go on, wedding anniversary coming up." I said, "Yeah, we just had one, haven't we?" So that was 10 years. Can't believe it. Anyway, special thanks to Juliet and Andy, because they did all the arrangements for today while we were resting in Tenerife.
Having a nice time.
In the sun. Unfortunately, some who came last time are no longer with us, and we remember them in our own way. Someone else who wasn't there, as Andy mentioned, my best known, Eric. He's rather, well, he's not ill, but he's got limited mobility, and his wife as well, so he said he didn't really feel up to coming today. But he did send his best wishes to everyone, because most of you know him, and he's going to raise a glass sometime now, I think. Anyway, thank you. I've got Andy said, don't go on for too long, so I won't. And I'd just like to say thank you very much again for everyone coming. The bar is open until 6 o'clock, and then I'm afraid you'll have to pay around there somewhere. So you're very welcome to stay on and have a chat. But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.